just remember that this triangle is called the power triangle, where this base is the real power or kilowatt power, this perpendicular is the reactive power or kVAR power, and the resultant power, which is the hypotenuse of the triangle, is the apparent power or the kVA power. And this angle is called the power factor angle or the phi angle. Okay, just for recapping purpose, this triangle or these powers are very necessary for our power factor improvement. So I attached a explanation PDF or a small recapping PDF for power factor improvement, which you got the file in the description below. Please check the description and download the file. Okay, so this is the file of power factor improvement. If you are still confused about power factor, please see my previous video, which the link of the previous video you get in the description below. So at first, the power factor improvement. In the single phase, in the single phase system, we know that the power or the real power is equal to the VI cos phi, or the voltage into current into power factor. Okay, now okay, now if we we calculate the power factor, if we calculate the power factor, then you can see that power factor is equal to P divided by V into voltage into current. If we remember that the power and voltage is constant for a system or a circuit, then the power factor is inversely proportional with the current, or the current is inversely proportional with the power factor. It is also true for three-phase system. Okay, so this formula is very much important for single phase as well as three-phase system. Here you can see, if the power factor is getting low, then the current is getting high. Okay, thus you can see that in a given load, if load takes more current at a low power factor than it does at a high power factor. Okay, that is the main funda of the low power factor, disadvantage of low power factor. And here you can see this is the main funda of disadvantage of low power factor. Okay, if power factor is getting low, then the current is getting high. If current is getting high, then losses, mainly the I square R. Okay, mainly the I square R, which is the copper losses are increased. Okay, cause the I square R, here the losses is proportional to the I square. Then you can clearly mind that the losses are increasing very high amount. The efficiency is getting low and the cost of the system is getting high. Here are the points of disadvantage of power factor. Okay, so to improve the power factor, there are three types of techniques. First, static capacitor method. Second, overexcited synchronous motor method. Third, phase advancer method. Okay, static capacitor method. For static capacitor method, a capacitor or a bank of capacitor installed parallel to the load provides the reactive power. They act as a source of local reactive power, and thus less reactive power flows through the line. For overexcited synchronous motor. A synchronous condenser are three-phase synchronous motor with no load attached to its shaft. A phase advancer, this is an AC exciter mainly used to improve the PF of an induction motor. It is the very important. It is only used for induction motor purpose. They are mounted on the shaft of the motor and are connected to the rotor circuit of the motor. Okay, that's very simple. Now, how does these techniques improve the power factor of a system, and what is the explanation or what is the mathematical reasoning? Here is the explanation. So here is a system with R and L load. Here is a AC source of voltage V, and the system the load is taking I1 current, which is the load current, and here is the graphical representation of this system where V is the voltage, and as this is a inductive type circuit, the current I is lagging the voltage by phi angle. Okay, next. So now to improve the system, a static capacitor is installed parallel to the voltage source or parallel to the load. Okay, now the circuit current is I2, where I1 is the load current and IC is the charging current of the capacitor, and IT is the total current of the circuit. Okay, so if you look at the graph of the circuit, you can see that it is the V voltage, it is the I, which is the lagging current, and the phi 1, which we can see in the previous graph also. Okay, so if we consider that it is the I, the load current, previous load current, and this is the phi 1 angle, which is the previous power factor angle. Here it is the IC, which is the leading current of the capacitor or the charging current of the charging current of the capacitor. For this current, okay, for this current, if we know for improve the power factor, we installed a capacitor in the parallel of the circuit, the C capacitor. For this, a charging current IC is taken by the capacitor, and the total current is the I2 current. Okay, and the load current is I1. For this, if we draw a graph of the circuit, we can see here this is the voltage. The I1 lags the V in phi 1 to the phi with the phi 1 angle, and this is the IC, which is the charging current of the capacitor. As the capacitor taking the leading current, the IC is leads the voltage by 90 degree. Okay, for this IC current, if we know the parallelogram law, then you can see that the I2 is the resultant. Okay, the I2 is the resultant vector. I2 is the resultant vector. Okay, for this a new angle is created with the voltage and I2, that is phi 2. You clearly see that the phi 2 is less than phi 1. For this, cos phi 2 is greater than cos phi 1. So here we can see that the power factor is improved. Okay, the power factor is improved. Okay, the cos phi 2 is the improved power factor, and I2 is the total load current, which is the summation of I1 plus IC. Okay, so that's how the total perfectly improvement works. It is also same for overexcited synchronous motor or the phase advancer. The total explanation is the same. Okay, next video topic is on the rating of the capacitor calculation. Okay, so let's see some circuit diagram of these connections. This is a connection diagram for capacitor bank. It is the capacitor, it is the delta connection and it is a star connection of capacitor bank. Okay, one point is that if the capacitor bank is also used for single phase circuit and three phase circuit also, but the other two methods, which are synchronous motor and phase advancer, that are used for only for three phase purpose. This is a connection diagram for synchronous motor purpose, where you can see that a overexcited synchronous motor is connected to the three phase system. The three phase synchronous motor is taking the magnetizing leading current, which is the Im. You can see here the Im. For this, the power factor and power factor is improved to phi n to phi. Okay, that is how this synchronous motor works. These are some practical images of synchronous these are a capacitor bank. This is a capacitor bank. This is also a capacitor bank. This is a high voltage capacitor bank, and this is a synchronous motor. Okay, so that's for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Please subscribe my channel for these awesome contents, and please comment down your queries and download the PDF for your interview. So thank you everyone. Have a nice day.